Assalamu alaikum. I've got two exam questions at the moment, so let's get started on these. The first one, L is a circle with equation x squared plus y squared equals 4. So when they give us the equation of a circle in this form, x squared plus y squared, the center of the circle is at the origin, which has coordinates 0, 0, which is here. Okay, and this 4 represents the radius squared. So the r squared is equal to 4, radius squared is 4. So to find the length of the radius, you have to square root 4, which is 2. So that means this point here is 2, this point here minus 2, 2, and minus 2 over there. Okay, so 3 over 2 is 1.5. So when x is 1.5, point P is going to be somewhere around here roughly. Okay, so it says L is a circle with the equation x squared plus y squared equals 4. P is a point. One second. P is a point with coordinates 3 over 2 and root 7 over 2. Find the equation of the tangent to L at the point P. So let's draw a tangent to L at the point P. So the blue line is a tangent to L at the point P, and in order to do this, first I'm going to draw another line as well, which is the red line here, which is the radius, and I'm going to call this point O with the coordinates 0, 0. Now from the circle theorems we know that the radius and tangent meet at 90 degrees. Okay, so we're going to take that information. So we're going to first find the gradient of the red line here, OP. So let's find the gradient of OP. And to do that, we have two coordinates, 0, 0 is the first one. The second one is 3 over 2 and root 7 over 2. So I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2. To find the gradient, I'm going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So root 7 over 2 minus 0 over 3 over 2 minus 0, which is the same as root 7 over 2 divided by 3 over 2, which is root 7 over 2 times 2 over 3. So my gradient is root 7 over 3. I'm going to call this M1. Okay, I'm going to have to split my page into several parts. Hopefully I can get it done on this page, because on the next page I've got another question. Now to find, well, radius and tangent meet at 90 degrees. So we found the gradient of OP, which is the radius. So we'll now have to find the gradient of the tangent. Since they're perpendicular, their gradients will multiply to give you -1, or they will be negative reciprocals of each other. So m2 will be -1 times m1 to the power of -1, which is -1 times √7/3 to the power -1. That'll be -1 times 3/√7, which is -3/√7. I'm going to rationalize the denominator, multiply top and bottom by √7. So that will become -3/√7. √7 times √7 will give me √49, which is 7. Okay, so I found that. The last part is finding the equation of the tangent. So let's change color. Okay, the equation of a tangent of this tangent is in the form y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient. We've just found the gradient, where y is equal to -3√7/7 x plus c, squashed first space. Gonna move the next bit over there. Okay, so we need one coordinate, and we have this coordinate here. So that's going to be my x coordinate, and that's going to be my y. So where y is, I'm going to substitute √7/2 is equal to -3√7/7 times the x value plus c. So that'll be -9√7/14 plus c. This √7/2, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 7 so that the denominators are the same. So to get c, I need to add 9√7/14 both sides. So c will be 16√7 over 14. So that would finally give me the equation y equals -3√7/7 plus 16√7/14, which I can simplify as -3√7/7 plus, oh, I forgot the x, 8 root 7 over 7. Okay, and we'll move on to the next question. It says solve the inequality. So I'm going to split this up into two inequalities. And solve them individually. And so first thing is I'll multiply both sides by 4. So that's 88 less than m squared plus 7. And I'll subtract 7, so m squared is less than 81. Now since this is a quadratic inequality, I have to consider the graph before I write down the inequality. So let me draw a sketch. So something like this I can think of as subtract 81, well, just write that down as equation. So m is equal to either plus or minus 9. So I can imagine this graph. Let's change color to draw the sketch. That'll be 9 and minus 9, but it says less than 0, so I have to highlight this bit. The bit below the x-axis. So for m to be below that bit, the x-axis, m has to be less than 9 but greater than minus 9, and that's for this part of the inequality. Let's move on to the other one. So multiply by 4 times by 4, so m squared plus 7 is less than 128. Subtract 7, so m squared is less than 121. So I have to again consider the equation of the quadratic graph. M squared is equal to 121, so that would give me m is equal to root of 121 plus or minus, which is m is equal to plus or minus 11. Draw the graph or the sketch. Change color again. Oops. Oh, I made a mistake in the previous part. Let's go back. This part, I made a mistake here. Quickly redraw the graph. The graph was fine. It was the inequality already wrong. Oops. So it's a sketch, so no, it's a bit messy, but it says m is greater than. So I sketched the wrong part. I want this part greater than 9 and then greater than, so if it's greater than 81 it has to be above the x-axis. Okay, so then the inequality will be m is greater than 9 but m is also less than minus 9. In this case, m is smaller than 121, so I want the bit below the x-axis. Forgot to label it. One second, I'm having a few problems. That's minus 11. That's 11. Okay, so m has to then be less than 11 and greater than minus 11 to be in the red region. So these are the two inequalities that are the solutions for the questions. Thank you for watching.